come sit forward for me, because when we're in class, we want to be sat up and nice and attentive. Attentive means that you are alert. Can you say alert?
Alert.
And it means you're listening with your ears. What are you doing?
Listening with your ears.
And you are watching with your eyes.
Watching with your eyes.
Good. And then you're learning with your brain.
Learning with your mouth.
No, not with your mouth. With your brain.
With your mouth.
You little pickle. Answer my own. Answer my own.
Answer my own.
Causing me alarm. Yeah? So that's how we remember. If we've got like the song in our mind, it can help us remember the sounds of the letters, right? So what is this sound? Yeah?
Ants.
Well, it's for the word ants. It's the letter A and the sound is ah. Can you say that?
Ah.
Good girl. High five. You are being such a model student. So can you find me the letter A on the page? So with the sound ah. Can you touch one of the letter A's? Oh, looking. Go on, you touch a letter A. Go on, be bold. Find me an ah sound. Oh, you're looking for a little. Oh, good girl. All the way down there, and it's even small. Can you find me another one, please?
Yeah.
Looking with your good eyes. Ah. Where is the letter A? Can you find it? Go on, there's lots of them. You don't even have to just find the little ones. You can find the big ones. You're looking at it. Touch it for me. Where is the letter A on the page? There is one. Yay! High fives. And what sound does it make?
Ah.
Good girl. Well done. Fantastic. So we're going to go through this. A.
A.
For apple.
Apple.
And then in the word man, the ah sound is in the middle. Man. Can you say that?
Man.
Good girl. And then again in jam. Jam. Good. And in hat.
Hat.
Good girl. And then the word ants.
Ants.
Fantastic. So the letter A makes the sound ah. Say it. Good girl. Well done. Fantastic. Let's move to the next page. All right. So this is the letter that starts somebody's name. It starts Daddy's name. It's the letter T.
T.
And it makes the sound t. Good girl. So I feel like there is a song as well for the letter T. I just want to see if we can fast forward to the T sound. T. Can you make that sound?
T.
It's coming. Here we go. Just finishing this sound. All right, and then it's going to go to... Okay, yeah, so we've got this song. So it's when I watch a tennis game. Look at Mummy's head. When I watch the tennis game, my head goes back and forth. Because you're looking at the ball go from side to side. Yay! So this letter sound is good girl. So do you like these songs, Houston? Do you like all these phonics songs?
Yes.
And what does Mummy usually puts them on for you, don't I? On the telly, don't I? Yeah, do you like watching them? Do you feel like you've learnt a lot of your sounds from watching the videos? Yeah, but I think it's very important that we obviously now connect the song to the actual letters. So basically, we've had these Jolly Phonics books from a long time ago, Grimwade gang, and we actually borrowed this. I say borrowed. We've just had them. My mum gave them to us because these are some of the kind of books that we used when myself and my siblings were learning to read. So Auntie Elizabeth, Auntie Eleanor, would have used these books to kind of help in their learning. And now it's time for Houston to start doing her homeschool. I say start, Grimwade gang. to be honest, you may have gathered a little bit from what we've been doing here with the girls. I mean, even Halo's learning already. I've said to you guys before, so if you've been watching closely, you would have seen it. That I tend to use like these videos on YouTube, or you know, get them up on Spotify, whatnot, and play the phonics songs for them, because I really feel music is such a good tool for teaching children, because you'll know, obviously, when you get a song in your head, it sticks in your head, doesn't it? And you're just singing it, and it's just a good way of remembering, because so much learning is about remembering. What's in your head? Is it your brain? Show me your brain.
Brain.
Where is it?
Here.
It's in your head. Well, that's kind of, you got a very tiny brain on your ear, or is it this big brain in this head?
Yeah.
Is it good?
Yes.
It's a good learning brain.
Yes.
Yeah, Houston's been sat here with me this morning, and she's been very eager to do her learning. And I feel like with this good brain of Houston's, we get the songs in there, we get them on repeat, and then she will remember, won't you? Yes, so I put Halo down to a nap a little while ago, and Houston said, oh, can I stay up? And I said, yeah, we can stay up and we can do your reading. And where did this book come from this morning? Did you go up to where did you go to get them?
Playroom and get this.
Yeah, you went up to the playroom and you got the books down, didn't you? Because I did have a bit of a sort out, so now we can actually get through all the toys that were across the floor and reach the bookshelf, can't we? Yeah? And you was able to get these books down, and you were saying, well, because Mummy was doing some work on her phone a minute ago, wasn't I? And what were you saying to Mummy?
Can I get a book?
Yes. She was saying, can she get a book? And can you talk loud for Mummy? Because I can't hear.
I can. I wanted to get a book.
Yes, and what did you want to do?
Read a book.
You wanted to read a book, didn't you? To do your schoolwork.
Yes.
And do you like doing your schoolwork?
Yes.
What is it that you like about it?
I like doing schoolwork all the time.
All the time. Unfortunately, we can't do it all the time, but we can do it a lot of the time, because also one thing that we like to do is not always just learn from books. We like to learn from everything around us, don't we? Where are you going? Are you trying to do your splits on the floor again? It's not time for that. You can't slide off the sofa right now. We can do gymnastics afterwards. Come back up.
It's not called that.
What? Oh, what is it called?
Gymnastics.
It is not called gymnastics. It is called gymnastics.
Gymnastics.
It is not gymnastics. In fact, let me see. Is it going to be in this book? It's not in this one. I think. Here we go. In your Finger Phonics book 3, this is the letter G.
D.
Can you say G?
D.
J.
D.
Well, okay, this is where it can get confusing, guys, because the letter G, listen to Mummy, the letter G actually makes the sound G. Can you say that?
Good.
But in the word gymnastics, when you've got the G and the Y put together and the rest of the word is actually pronounced gymnastics. But let's go back to this page. This is the letter, look with your eyes. This is the letter that starts the word gymnastics. Not interested?
Gymnastics.
Gymnastics, good girl. Not gymnastics. Yeah, so I feel like we can learn from our books. I know, because it's worked with a lot of our children already. We can learn from our books, and we can learn from life around us. We can learn from having good conversations. Conversations are such an important part of a child's education, because I know, and I think many adults can testify to the fact that when you was a child, you used to just soak up information just all the time, just learning. And I think as you grow older, your brain kind of tends to slow down a bit. Good girl, gymnastics, good practice. Your brain tends to slow down a bit, doesn't it? But if you just fill your children with lots of good conversations, you're giving them many, many words, which is obviously helping to broaden their vocabulary. Do you know what your vocabulary is? Do you know what it is? Where are you going, Miss Lady? This side? Can you come and sit back on this side? No? You want to sit this side with me? Okay, come then. Right, so your vocabulary is all the words that you know. Can you say that?
All the words that you know.
Good. That is your vocabulary, yeah? And if you come sit forward for me, because when we're in class, we want to be sat up and nice and attentive. Attentive means that you are alert. Can you say alert?
Alert.
And it means you're listening with your ears. What are you doing?
Listening with your ears.
And you are watching with your eyes.
Watching with your eyes.
Good. And then you're learning with your brain.
Learning with your mouth.
Not with your mouth, with your brain.
With your mouth.
You little pickle. What was it she was saying before? Oh, what was the word? Let's see if we can find that word. It was in the number 6 book. And you were making lots of jokes because we found some sound. Oh, we found this sound. Do you remember what this sound was? Can you try?
Sound.
It was and this word is chicken.
Chicken pox.
It is not chicken pox. It is just the word chicken, you. And then when you get a little rascal bot like Houston, who likes to make jokes, it's lovely because you know that they are always enjoying their learning, isn't it? And it is not chicken pox. What is this? Oh, this is so cute. What is this?
Apples.
No. Not what's on the floor. What is this building? What is this called?
Church.
Oh, okay. What do you usually call it? What do you call it when we're outside and you see church buildings? You say, "Oh, that's a
church."
This little pickle. She calls it a dear Lord. That's what she usually calls it. When we see a church, we'll go past and she goes, "Oh, there's a dear Lord," because she kind of like puts 2 and 2 together. Like, oh, you pray and you say, "Dear Lord," like when you go to a church and whatnot. So she's always just like called it a dear Lord. I don't know why you're putting your cheese foot on the book, but then just now I was teaching her that it is the word church. That a building like this is called a church, and it has ch at the beginning and ch at the end.
Chicken pops.
Chicken, not chicken pops. It just says chicken. But yeah,
chicken pops.
Very good. I love all your jokes, and I feel like this environment at home, being able to spend this time with your child, they're laughing, they're learning, they're going to be remembering all this, and it's setting up such a good foundation for them to kind of move forward, thinking that, oh, education is enjoyable. And I think sometimes when, classroom settings work for some children, fine, but I do feel like you can go at your child's pace when you're like at home. I'm going to play my foot guitar. Bing, 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 bing. And then you can do what is right and good enough for them. So like sometimes I think that parents, I know a lot of parents who had to do like schooling in lockdown found it really hard to chicken. There's no word pox there. It's just chicken. Found it really hard to keep to the school schedule, which is obviously hard when somebody else is setting out for you what you have to do. But when you can pace yourself and go at your child's pace, whether that is speeding ahead or whether you need to, okay, today we've done so much, now we need to end it, or now we need to change it or whatnot, and really take things at the right pace for your child, then that really works well. What are you doing to my necklace? What are you doing? Why are you undoing it? Why are you undoing it, Miss Madam? Huh?
It's not locked.
It's not locked. You've got to lock it back. So yeah, I think repetition is fantastic for learning. I'm sure many teachers out there will testify to that fact. And you can repeat things, ongoing throughout your day. If we've sat down here and we've learned, I don't know, the sound ch or g or whatever it might be, and then later on I might be, it's nice like that. I don't think it's nice like that. Later on you might be out and about or doing things in the house, and you can bring back to their memory something that you learned from before. I do think it's nice like this. And you know what I'm going to find you? I'm going to find a letter that looks like, it looks like this.
Mom.
Yes, it's in the book. This is the letter O.
That's for my necklace.
It does, doesn't it? Fantastic. It's like the letter O. And do you know what sound that makes?
Letter
O. Yeah, it does make O sometimes, a long sound, but it's also O. O. Look at Mummy's mouth. O.
O.
Now, something that I've done when it comes, good girl, when it comes to mouth shape, especially when they're, well, more so when they're younger, like Halo's age, when we've been trying to teach, especially like to say like mum to start off with, because obviously they always get dad straight away. They don't need to get taught that. They just go dad, 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 dad from the get-go. And I've tried to teach, okay, now try and get that sound mum, or maybe it's a sibling's name. Just like literally letting them watch your mouth and letting them feel what it feels like, so that they can kind of like try and copy. Do you know what I mean? But I think relating things from the book into real life in a really just simple way, like I've just done, is very important. Your fingers are going.
Can I say something that I think is very, very important when teaching, especially young children? If they go away with one thing a day, that is good.
That is good.
Like, I think sometimes people can get, like, parents can get really worried that they're not taking in enough or whatnot. But really, it's better that you learn one thing a day well, like really, really well, so you don't forget it. Or rather than jumbling up your head with lots of different things, Houston Scarlett, lots of different things, baby, that you might not remember because it's just all over the place. Do you know what I mean? So what does that necklace look like? It looks like the letter
Oh.
Good, that's the sound it makes. And it's the letter O.
Oh,
yeah.
Girl. So every time you see this necklace, you could be like, that's the letter O, which is like this on, no, yeah, off or on as well, because those words start with the letter O. Oh, very good, very, very posh.
Have you enjoyed your time learning today, Houston Scarlett? You have. What have you learnt? What have you enjoyed the most, darling?
Books.
The books? Okay. What about the books?
They're so good.
They're so good.
They're so good.
Yeah, that's good. That's good speaking up, you.
Well done.
Yeah, very good. What letter have you learned? Good.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
High five.
Well done.
For that.
And obviously this is not all we would do in a day. Halo is now getting up. So we're going to, add her to the session now.
Add her to it.
But yeah, she's done really well.
She's done extremely well. I'm very proud of her. And I think this is a great example of what we do, you know, just in a time doing our homeschooling. Grimwade gang, you wanted to see? Here it is. We love you and we'll see you in the next video.